Eric, and we are here. I don't even know what the hell we're
Well, a lot of stuff in the news today. I guess some good, some bad.
we got
Uh,
paid, or at least I did. I know I did. So at least there's some kind of infrastructure agreement.
well, get the elephant out of the room. The president face planted at the Air Force Academy graduation after he gave a speech. Um, that was kind of interesting.
I couldn't nationals be this week, so I could laugh until I pee myself watching that. That's in Colorado. So
Um, what else? Saw a video of the president uh, some time ago making a speech, and somebody interrupted him, and it just happened to be that the person that interrupted him was a Muslim judge. And he asked the guy, "Do you want to come up here and give the speech?" And then he said, "What did he say? Hush up now, boy." That's what he said. So, not, huh?
I ain't said nothing. I'm just
He ain't choosing his words well. Um, a lot more, a lot more commanders being relieved of duty. Um,
yeah, a lot of
uh,
just got hit from general to colonel for
yeah, they
forced
just,
mission or something.
yeah, they forced a general to retire as a colonel after he was found guilty or whatever of forcibly kissing someone.
Dallas has been crazy right now, though.
Dallas,
Dallas
yeah,
shootings and everything else.
yep.
Murder, everything. Like, wow.
I don't know, man. I still feel like a lot of this mass shooting stuff is kind of engineered.
Well, this is not even just mass shooting stuff.
But I mean, shootings in general here lately, it just seems
Well, what they tried to get on that Allen shooting is they were the guy had an AR. Okay, he had an AR style rifle. They were going after the AR. But if you look in Allen, if you've ever been to Allen Premium Out, there is no firearms permitted on premium. So even if you're a licensed carrier or not, supposedly you can't carry them in the stores and stuff like that. Now you can probably have them in vehicles,
I never
but
heard that.
well, at that mall, it says no firearms.
Oh yeah, at the mall, yeah,
Well, it's a mall. I mean, it's an outdoor mall,
yeah.
so no firearms. At the stores and stuff. I mean, I imagine if you were walking around outside or in your car, you got a firearm. They really can't say anything considering that's your domain.
Well, I mean, if you're carrying it concealed, they're not going to know anyway.
What's going to happen? They'll be like, "Oh, you wasn't supposed to carry a concealed. Well, I shot the dude
Yeah,
that was trying to kill everybody. Okay, congratulations."
yeah.
Yeah. So that's been crazy. Memorial Day was pretty crazy. They were trying to go after the neighbors, and then all that started that shit going on. Now, apparently, most of the state of Texas sells fireworks on Memorial Day, and that drives me up a wall. Memorial Day is not a day to go party, and
No,
everybody's like, "Have a happy Memorial Day." What's so fucking happy about it? We're here to mourn the losses of the soldiers that gave the ultimate sacrifice, and the ones to me that kept fighting after the fight. You know, such as some of the guys that have off themselves.
S- speaking of that,
Because we're not allowed to say that word on air supposedly because of YouTube.
do we have to do the stupid woke thing and say they tried to unalive themselves and all that
Basically,
stupid crap?
yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Just so everybody hears me, woke is stupid. Speak English, otherwise shut the hell up. Moving on.
you know, monetization is political correctness. That's the only way you get monetized.
Yeah, I know.
Never,
Um,
only way you're going to make money is to have them kiss their ass. But I'm not here to make money, so I'll say suicidal fucking day. I don't care. I just don't want them to go on channel. People
That
actually do started watching this here lately, so very surprised.
yeah. Um, that guy I sent you that video of the other day. That's a perfect example, man, for the people dealing with mental health care and the VA. Did you see that video?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. He he had he was so mad. He finally told him he's like, "Look, I'm getting doctors, different doctors. I go
Yeah.
to a doctor and then I get a different doctor." So in that 30-minute FaceTime between that doctor and my dad went through the same thing. And he finally just told him, he's like, "Look, I want one primary care and I want one of this, one of that, and that's it." Because what they were doing is dad had a medical history like this, between cancers and all this other stuff that he had going on, and his PTSD and uh, all his other stuff he had. Medical diabetes. He wasn't diabetic, he was diabetic. But anyway, so he was on like 7 meds. Well, by the time the doctor got done going over like half his fucking meds, he's like, "All right, time's up." He's like, "What about the other half?" "Well, we'll do it next time." He's like, "There's not going to be a next time because I don't get to see you again."
Right.
So I understand where he's coming from with the frustration and everything. And I've been put on a primary care team like 5 times. I go to the doctor like once, and then he's like, "I want everything from the civilian doctor." I'm like, No. But I did get a great call today. So they finally have approved
You're what?
my dental work,
Oh, cool.
but I still got to pay out of pocket because it's Tri-West. It's not uh,
Hmm.
VA.
Right.
What they quoted me and what I'm going to have to pay. I mean, they quoted me almost $28,000 worth of for all new grill. Basically, is what I'm getting. I'm getting like 8 crowns and everything, and I think all I got to pay out of everything is $2,100. But every phase is different. So, like, I'm going to go in and do a filling 2 crowns. I'll fill this one 2 crowns here, and then I'll have a piece of olive oil. That's it. And then I'll go in and I got to do an extraction, a couple fillings back there that old fillings from the military that are, you know,
Hmm.
they're just going to take them out, put them new ones in, and kind of clean everything up. Make sure everything's happy, around it. He said there's some spots that are starting to be iffy. He's like after 20 something years, you're gonna.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's one of those things for us. You go age and stuff, and my family's history of family stuff. Like dad, mom, I'm a real mom, my brother. By the time we were all 40, they all had the field replaced and everything. Brushing 3 times a day, everything they were supposed to. Just horrible. We have horrible dentists. Horrible.
But
They probably did it, and it's 2,100 out of 30,000, almost $30,000 worth of stuff. I'm not mad. VA's,
yeah.
they're going to take care of it,
Yeah.
and I've got to call them to see if they'll take the license, see if they'll just cover the rest. If
Well,
not, I mean, it's not that big a deal.
yeah. That's good though that it's going to get done.
Happy it's going to get done. I've been waiting almost, what, 7, 8 months.
Yeah.
But I had to call, and I had to call, and I had to call, and I had to leave messages, and I had to call, and I had to call. And finally, somebody called me back yesterday, and I was like, "Oh my God, thank God."
Hmm.
And he was real nice, and he was like, "This is what I have in the computer, and this is what I'm trying to find out what you need. Here's this, that." And come to find out that I really just don't need the endodontics right now. I need the,
Yeah.
my plates, bridges, whatever the hell it is.
So, what else did I see this week? Hmm.
Crazy this week.
Um.
Just a crash off of Bahamas. They just rescued 5. Did you see the idiot that jumped overboard at night.
I I saw something about it in the shark infested waters.
Well, there was like 5 or 6 friends that went on a cruise, right? It was his first cruise, whatever. And apparently at night he decided that he was going to jump his fucking stupid ass overboard.
Did he
He
get
went
eaten?
overboard. They never found him.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
got
he was
eaten.
183 miles off, and I was like, dude, if he jumped by the as big as those motors are on those boats, that undertow is going to pull him under. It's either going to chop his ass up, or
Or,
he
yeah.
gonna be a filet mignon for some shark or whale or something out
Who knows?
there.
People are stupid.
But Carnival, I'm looking at Carnival's having a lot of issues. They had a fight break out over something. Uh,
Well, did you hear about the Jamaican resort that says is no longer going to allow Black Americans to visit their resort?
no, I did not see that one.
The owner of the resort says they're too much trouble. You have to read the article. I'll send it to you
I'll have
later.
to find it. Send it to me because that is hilarious. I mean, everything right now though is
Do what?
they're looking at right now. Coming down on top of the FBI director.
Yep.
They were hitting Homeland Security. I haven't seen nothing on that lately, but they're hitting FBI director and they're talking about getting them out of there.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, of course, that bitch sat there and said that she's like, you know, blah 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 blah, and the guy was like, "That's not loyalty to the Constitution. You took an oath to the Constitution. That's loyalty and taking an oath to the FBI, which is not what you take an oath to. You take an oath to the Constitution.
Right.
Like at least I did when I become a senator and a, you know, representative and law enforcement, military, all my other stuff. And I was like, yeah, we
Yeah.
all oath to the Constitution, not to buddy.
What else was it I saw today? I was going to tell you about. Oh, I saw an article this morning. I didn't get to finish reading it before I had to leave for work. Uh, about a total rework, basically, of the Marine Corps mission, and the current commandant is getting rid of like what was it, 3 major amphibious assault units and all this other stuff, and tearing down there. I don't know what they're doing. There's so much stuff going on right now.
Well, I don't think they're getting rid of them. I think they're
No,
kind of doing what the Army did with the deployable brigade. Because when they deploy an amphibious unit, usually they have to deploy the whole damn unit.
yeah,
Like everybody goes, and they're probably trying to break it down, kind of like the Army did, where you have this brigade can go here and they're self sufficient. This brigade
yeah,
can go there and they're self sufficient. Instead of hey, we have to take the whole Fourth Infantry Division, even though
yeah. But it doesn't make any sense to me when they're having recruiting and retention problems, and branches like the Army and the Air Force are talking about getting rid of people. Like, well, we're going to get rid of these jobs and the people that are in them, and it's like, again, it goes back to that waste of resources that I talk about, like with the veterans. Just a total waste of resources. Why are you getting rid of people you've already taken the time to vet and train?
Uh,
Put them doing something else.
and the thing is they'll sit there and say, even in basic and AIT, they're investing so much money in you, but you're just throwing the shit away. Some of these guys are experienced. I mean, what you don't think that you're going to need experienced NCOs in another job?
Well, they don't want them because the more experience you have and the more life knowledge you gain, the less likely you are to be controlled.
Yeah, and that's well, what is it? Your cognitive or whatever brain doesn't
Yeah,
develop until like you're 25, and that's why they get you when you're 18, so they can program you instead of a person in a
right.
silhouette, not to ask questions, just follow orders. And as you get older, you see that
Yeah.
you
That's why.
might hesitate because this guy has a family. You're thinking like, I can do this.
That's why they don't want people like you and me back.
No, they don't want people like me and you back because we'll just straight tell them, be like, you a fucking stupid ass. I'd be like, y'all were dumb when I was in. It has taken it to a level of liberalism. Okay, like even it's so bad. I was watching some of the TikToks and stuff, and even the far, the kind of middle right or middle left or whatever, they are starting to push more right because them extremists are way. They're like, nah, that's way out there.
That's what I was going to tell you. Did you see about the Pentagon got involved? An Air Force base was putting on a drag show,
Flag
and the
show.
Pentagon
Yeah,
canceled it.
I was like, why in the hell are they putting on a drag show in the first place? I don't know because it was different when I was in because it was don't ask, don't tell. So I mean,
Well, I mean, if they're just putting on a drag show for the adults at the O Club or the E Club or something, and people want to buy tickets, hey, whatever. You know what I mean? But I don't think it needs to be a base sponsored thing. It just needs to be a hey, you know, got a gig at the O Club or the E Club to do it. That's it.
so yeah, we had the Korea Tommy Beach and shit back then. It was
But
fun.
I mean, again, like
I think
it,
they closed it down at Humphreys, but that's
yeah,
exactly a place that would have something like that.
yeah. But it's the same thing like with the drag shows here. I don't care if somebody has a drag show. You want to go to the drag show, go to the drag show. If that's what blows the wind up your skirt. But when you start taking little kids to it, and when you got drag queen story hour at the public library, I consider that unnecessary.
Now, half price books. I was up there the other day because I got me a cool combat medic.
I lost your audio.
It's about the medics of Vietnam.
Uh
Okay?
huh. Yeah.
So I bought a book up there the other day and about the medics of Vietnam, stuff like that. And they were talking about the story hours, and they do a story hour for kids, and they'll even have teenagers come in and read and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I thought that was neat during the summer. I was like, but there's so many damn books that are restricted.
Yeah.
Like even in high school, To Kill a Mockingbird is now restricted.
Yeah. To Kill a Mockingbird's restricted,
That
but
would
a,
be
but a book about homosexual sex is not restricted.
yeah. Well, I mean, To Kill a Mockingbird was a requirement to graduate high school for us.
Yeah.
Pride and Prejudice was another one. Uh, just all those that talk about racial inequality and everything that you grew up knowing, and and now it's all
Well,
woke
the thing of it is,
and it's just
you know,
fun.
it's like the people that are all up in arms about Texas and Florida, and they claim we're banning books, right? Well, we're not banning books. We're banning books from the school library. When you want to put a book in the school library at an elementary school that describes in detail how to have homosexual sex, I don't care if it describes how to have monkey sex.
Oh
You
my
don't
God.
need that in elementary school.
That pastor went up in front of the city council that time, and I mean it was graphic, and he was reading verbatim out of the book, and they were like, Pastor, we got to stop you," and he was like, "Oh, but it's okay for my elementary kids to be reading this, but it's not okay for me as a grown man to sit here and talk to grown people like that."
Right.
Okay, yeah. Now we see the issue. We're gonna force this on our children. No. Luckily, my kids are grown, but I've got grandbabies. So, hey, grandbaby right now.
Me too, brother. Oh man.
I don't want no more right now. I don't get to spend enough time with the one I
I
got.
just want to be able to retire and go play with my grandbaby. But that ain't gonna happen.
If you need anything right now, Harbor Freight has one hell of a sale. Just let you know it out there.
All right.
Good sale. I just bought that General Series, the U.S. General Series 2 green 5 door toolbox, $199. Dude, that thing is a beast. I took all my shit out of my red one, all my shit out of my Craftsman, and I put it almost all in that damn one box. I was like, Jesus, that's big.
Did you see DeSantis's speech this morning?
God. I
He was
mean,
talking. He was talking about all the stuff they've done in Florida. In his administration, And one of the things I thought was really cool is Florida has removed the sales tax on anything that has to do with a baby crib, baby sheets,
Mhm.
baby food, formula, baby clothes, whatever. If it involves having a baby, they took the sales tax off. And he was talking about laws that they had voted in, in Florida. Apparently, they voted it in Florida now that when the prosecutor is prosecuting a pedophile, they can now seek the death penalty for pedophiles in the state of Florida.
I mean, I just want to know where the kid's dad's at. One and two, you know, there's always somebody that can handle that cheaper, easier than the state.
Well, true, but they look down on that.
A lot of people look down on a lot of things.
Yeah, well, but you
That's
you
what
know as you
country.
know as well as I do
It's
that our society has gone more and more towards run tell the teacher every year. Run tell the teacher, run tell the teacher. Well, tell the teacher becomes tell the police, and pretty soon you're so busy running to tell somebody what somebody did to you, you're gonna get killed on the way there. People are afraid to stand up for themselves simply because, well, I might go to jail.
well, the road rage throughout the
Huh?
nation. The
Do
road
what?
rage,
Oh
road
well,
rage throughout the nation. Like I just read an article about Dallas. They dude pulled out a damn AR pistol at another car.
yeah.
And then they had one that just he got out the damn car in the middle of Dallas North Tollway, walked up to the other car. The dude rolled his window down. And he just punched him, just flicked that son of a bitch. Got back in his car and drove off. I was like,
People are just
well, I
stupid,
can
man.
see why people are carrying AR pistols.
But people are just angry right now. I feel like the whole world is angry right now.
Yeah, the whole world's angry right now. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world. Where's their next meal coming from? Where's their next check? Hey, is tomorrow gas going to be $6 a gallon? And I can't afford to go to work. There's so much uncertainty right now with this government, the economy. They're talking about the dollar bottoming out, and then they just raised the fucking. Let's print another 10 trillion dollars. Dude, we didn't spend but $1.9 trillion in 20 fucking years of Iraq in defense spending, but
Hmm.
yet they gonna raise the debt to 10 trillion. Get the
Hmm.
fuck out of here.
Well,
Nobody $10 trillion.
well,
Not
it's like,
this thing going like it is. Now, if
and,
you want to keep having them assholes spend money, yeah, but I know when Trump was in, uh, that deficit was going a lot further down. But when he got, old boy, dumbass got in, it's way the hell up there
yeah.
now. It's
Well,
all up.
it's just like they're playing games with prices too. Because, like, my wife went to the grocery store today, and she was like, the price of meat went down. Like the price of meat went down noticeably, but the prices went up on other smaller stuff. Like she went to get a jar of mayonnaise. A jar of mayonnaise was $6. Like Hellman's mayonnaise, $6 for a jar of mayonnaise.
And it's that little one too. It wasn't even a big one, was it?
That ain't the big. It's just like a regular quart jar.
No. At least you got the quarter. I thought you got that little pint shit, that little bitty one.
But like she went to the other day, she was going to buy some Bluebell, and it was $7 a half gallon.
Yeah, I remember when I was doing groceries back in Oklahoma, we had that sale two for $5. We couldn't keep Bluebell on the damn rack. That's eight, nine, $10 a damn half gallon.
Well, it's like the price of meat. We live in a state where there's damn near as many cows as people. Why the hell's meat so expensive?
Well, the problem is,
Well, the problem is they force everybody into interstate commerce. It's just like prime example, oranges, right? You go to the grocery store in Texas, what do you buy? Florida oranges, California oranges. You can't
well,
buy you can't buy the good Rio Grande Valley oranges like here in Dallas unless you go to a farmer's market. And those oranges are better. They're not as big, but they're sweeter than them other oranges. But you can't just go to the grocery store here at Kroger and get Rio Grande oranges in Dallas. Well, that don't make no sense. They're grown 8 hours from here.
Well, I mean, look at
What?
our textiles. We have so much shit here that's made here that's exported that could be staying here.
Yeah, I know.
But it's another thing with that whole tariff thing and everything. I was so mad about all that. They're like China charges us like 8% to come into port on our tariffs, and then hell no, 8%, homie. We at least need to make our money back. You can't charge. I mean, at least it's common sense. But then they keep borrowing money, borrowing money. They're like that makes the country run. Well, eventually there ain't gonna be no money to borrow. So how the fuck are we gonna run?
Well, I was listening to a guy talk on the radio on the way home today, and he was talking about the debt ceiling, the amount of money that we're borrowing, and the fact that was it Russia, India, and China, I believe it is, control most of the world's gold, and they're all trying to get together and go onto the gold standard. And basically, if they go onto the gold standard, that's going to throw our dollar into the toilet.
Yeah, BRICS:
Yeah,
Brazil, Russia, India, China. Bunch of them over there.
yeah,
I know Egypt and all them are trying. They're trying to get Saudi in there. They're trying to get a lot of the Middle Eastern countries in there. Iran's in there. So I mean, you know, mm, if they throw that dollar into the toilet, it's going to be hell on earth. At least in here, this country. But I know how to
yeah. But
cook. I know how to eat, so I'm good. I can fish. I can hunt. I can gather. I can defend. So
yeah, but the problem is, if everybody's having to do that, there ain't gonna be nothing left.
well, there's always going to be that big hurt. People going to start offering in mass numbers if that ever happens. It's just,
Oh, I know.
I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, because as a society, people are panic in groups. So when they panic in groups, you got you shooting each other, you got fighting, you got riots, you got just crazy,
Yep.
utter anarchy. And until you think that everybody's like, well, the police and the military is going to be there. Police going to be there. They can be home with their family protecting their own.
Yeah.
But they just don't understand that. But sitting next to the thing, they were like, "Oh, Ferguson was bad. You think Ferguson, Missouri riots were bad? Imagine that all over the country and everything is just gone. Movie
Yeah.
destroyed." I told Brian, I was like, whatever happens, we know where we're going to go, and we have to get out of here. Yeah, but the problem is everything behind that. Damn,
Yeah.
and I've got that big ass safe, so I've got so many guns. I'm gonna have to reserve for something else for the dog. But I got my truck. I'm good. Anyways, brother, let's 29. I'm pretty tired today. I get that. Did that. What is it? Toolbox and this other shit.
Yeah, we've been kind of wiped out for the last couple of weeks, man. Just tired. And of course, we were busy all during the Memorial Day weekend, driving to Denton, Fort Worth, back and forth.
And I mean, we're gonna be
Do what?
this weekend. This weekend,
Yeah.
Saturday we're taking the wife out for Mother's Day, and Sunday we've got our Father's Day thing, and then Monday morning
Is Sunday
we're in
Father's Day?
Colorado. No, but
Oh.
we're doing my son's Father's Day and my
Ah.
his stepdad. We're me. We're all gonna get together Wednesday. We're gonna see the grandbaby and do our Father's Day thing. I'll head to Colorado.
Oh yeah, y'all are leaving next week, aren't you?
Yeah, Monday morning we're leaving for Colorado for a whole week. So next week I will be doing. I'm gonna try to do the podcast. I'll listen to that.
Okay.
If I am, I will be doing it from Colorado. I am taking my laptop. Will be good.
All right.
Travel.
What y'all gonna do up there?
We got CVMA National, so I'm gonna go up to nationals, and then a platoon sergeant from Iraq's gonna be there. I got a lieutenant that was in Iraq with us.
Cool.
But he's out. A couple of my infantry guys with us. So I get to see a bunch of the guys I haven't seen in 20 years. Have a reunion, sit, talk. Whole thing.
Cool.
So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it's Colorado.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like nationals when they were talking. They said they did nationals in one city. They were like, dude, there was no alcohol in the state. He was like, you had to go like 2 states over because all the veterans over that area just wiped the whole alcohol out.
Yep.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, I mean, we do that. I mean, look at Applebee's. Applebee's went bankrupt after that first day. They said free alcohol for veterans. I was like, damn, that's a good business strategy, but that's a hell of a way to die. Anyways, but I'm gonna get off here.
All right, man.
Weekend. Good to see you.
Have a good one.
Everyone
I'll see you.